Hey guys, it's Emma here and I have my Abominable book club package for April. This actually arrived on my birthday, but I've been busy, so I'm filming it a few days later. But yeah, let's just get into this. As always, I will leave all the information below with a link to Abominable Book Club. It's a horror subscription book service. You can get the bare bones version, which is the one I get, which is just the books, or there's a full guts version, which is obviously more expensive and it actually comes in a box as opposed to this package, and it has teas and coffees and food and things like that as well, but I just want the books, so let's just see what we've got. So first up we have Old Country by Matt Query and Harrison Query. Is that maybe a father and son duo or brothers? Let's find out. So it says on the front, your first home can be a nightmare. So let's see what it says. So the ranch was our dream home. Nestled in the arms of a valley below the Teton Mountains, acres upon acres of wilderness, our nearest neighbours over a mile away. Beautiful, serene, isolated. Perfect. Until, naturally, the only neighbours for miles delivered us a dire warning. The valley is cursed. Every season a spirit will manifest itself in increasingly disturbing ways, starting with an eerie light in the pond, and will kill you if you don't light a fire. And we made them leave then, put it to the back of our minds, and went about living our new, nearly perfect lives. Then spring came, and so did the light. With piercing psychological insight and a profound feeling for the natural world, Old Country unspools an unrelenting narrative of terror and suspense. So yeah, we'll see what that says. On the front, the Daily Mail said it's a great slice of American folk horror. So yeah, we'll see what that is like. I can't figure out, I think there may be brothers, the people who wrote this, because the authors, brothers and best friends. So yeah, because the pictures of them on the back, they look about the same age. So yes, not that that matters, but I was just curious. So that is our first book, Old Country. And then next up, we have a hardback. We've got The Green Man of Eschwood Hall by Jacob Kerr. That is gorgeous. You know by now, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, I am a sucker for a good looking cover of a book. I definitely judge books by their covers, I can't help it. But let's see what this one says. In the girls' room, Izzy was the only one left awake. The moon had moved away from the window and the room was darker now. In the gloom, the encircling forest seemed to have pushed up closer to the hall, and the gardens and the driveway looked like frivolous gestures made against the encroaching shadows of the trees. The wind moaned cheerlessly. The darkness was deepening as Izzy stared at it. She thought it was almost burning. Something was shifting and writhing in the depths of the trees, making the centre of the dark enlarge like a pupil. And even now a shape began to stretch itself out, a pointed, elongating shape that seemed to be made entirely of shadow. Oh, and there's a nice looking inside as well. So I'm not sure about this one, I guess we will see. But that is our second book. Then we've got our Abominable Book Club bookmark. And last thing in here, last thing is our secondhand book, always lovingly wrapped in brown paper and string with a bit of blood splatter on it. So let's see what we got for our secondhand book. So for our secondhand book we got, oh, it's a Stephen King one. It's a Richard Bachman one with a foreword by Stephen King. It says it's called Blaze. I don't think I've seen this one before. Let's see what it's about. It says, Big Mother. At 6'7" and built like a bear, Clay Blaisdell is one big mother, but his capers are strictly small time until he meets George Rackley. George introduces him to 100 cons and one big score that every small timer dreams of: kidnap. The Gerards are filthy rich, and their child, the last twig on the family tree, could be worth millions. And after all, a baby can't ID you, so you can return it alive. There's only one problem. When the time comes for the deal to go down, George, the brains of the partnership, has died. Or has he? Cold terror. Now Blaze is running into the teeth of a howling storm and the cops are closing in. He's got a baby as a hostage, and the crime of the century just turned into a race against time in the white hell of the Maine woods. And it says at the bottom here, lost for years amongst Stephen King's papers and published now for the first time ever, Blaze is a heart-stopping thriller reminiscent of Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men with the power of a noir fable. So yeah, no, I haven't heard this one, so that'll be fun to read. And it says it's the last of the Bachman novels, written in 1973 and published for the first time. Stephen King's dark half may have saved the best for last. So yeah, this was the pseudonym that Stephen King used to write under, and then it got figured out, so he kind of stopped doing it. But let me see what the date on this is. It's 2007, so yeah, quite a while ago. But again, like normal, it's in good condition, not all like battered up or anything like some secondhand books can be. So they do usually do their best for that. So that is it though, that is all that was in the package. So we've got our secondhand book, which was Blaze by Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King. We've got The Green Man of Eschwood Hall by Jacob Kerr. And we've got Old Country by Matt Query and Harrison Query. So that was it for this one, guys. Any comments, leave them down below, share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you next time, guys. Bye!